Today, William Kristol, the famous neoconservative of the Weekly Standard, who cheerleaded the war into Iraq that resulted in so many deaths based on lies, was on C-SPAN today, and I was able to call in and ask him a question about the origins of neoconservatism. Let's listen.
I can guarantee starts to be viewed as not serious and not reliable.
Frank is next in Largo, Florida. Independent caller. Hi, Frank.
Good morning.
Morning.
I have a comment and a question. My comment is this. I was curious about the origins of modern neoconservatism, and in checking things out, I came across some quotes from your father, William Kristol, Mr. Kristol, in which he described himself as a neo-Marxist and a Trotskyist. So that leads to the question, couldn't the modern neoconservative movement, which has until just recently largely taken over the Republican Party, be described as really nothing but a gaggle of displaced commie Trotskyites hell-bent on plunging the globe into world war? I mean, we've read your Project for a New American Century document, Rebuilding America's Defenses, and every country you have listed there has either been attacked or is under attack like Syria or is about to be attacked like Iran. The CIA is softening them up right now.
Okay, Frank, let's get a response.
Well, that was a document from 2000, a very small think tank that I was chairman of, and it said where our defenses have slid, terrorism is going to be a threat. And a year later was 9/11. I think we were right, much more right than wrong. And now we're letting our defenses slide again. My father was a Trotskyite. He was a very young man in his early 20s. He was a liberal anti-communist by the late 1940s or in his mid-20s, and had wrote a lot of things, which the callers free to read and judge, and then became a little more conservative, and the world changed as well. And became, in a sense, I guess, the godfather of neoconservatism in the 1970s, which I think did help change the conservative movement in certain ways, improve it, get it to come to grips with the modern welfare state. Ended up supporting Reagan in 1980, and I think conservatives have been right about most of these issues. So you don't need to go back to Trotskyism or Marxism, or even go back to that far to see where today's conservatives are coming from. And look, I'm happy to debate foreign policy. There's no conspiracy. If we had a conspiracy to do things, as people always allege, we neoconservatives did, we wouldn't have published that document in whatever it was, September or October 2000 for everyone to read. But I'm happy to have people go back and look at that document. I think it stands up pretty well.
Sheila, Purcell, Oklahoma, Republican caller. Hi.
So he might be right about his father, in the timeline on him, but there's a lot of writings out there that, say that modern neoconservatism originated with Trotskyite communism, and at least he answered that. At least he didn't try to duck it. But let's look at his Project for a New American Century document. The page you want to look for is between 50 and 51. Here's the quote that you want. Further, the process of transformation, even if it brings revolutionary change, is likely to be a long one, absent some catastrophic and catalyzing event like a new Pearl Harbor. Just like 9/11. Kind of sounds familiar, huh? You go to the bottom of that page, they talk about this is why, according to the CIA, a number of regimes deeply hostile to America, North Korea, Iraq, Iran, Libya, and Syria, already have or are developing ballistic missiles. So anyway, these guys had this pegged a long time ago, and it's a plan that they're following, and Obama's following the same plan. So what I'll do down in the links, I'll leave the link to the entire C-SPAN program here so that you can see it, and I'll leave a link to the PNAC document. And if you care to, you can search the web for the Trotskyite origins of neoconservatism. It's all over the place. There's some that argue against it, some that argue for it. Make up your own mind. But anyway, at least I was able to call up Kristol. he spun it. Notice how he added that conspiracy thing in there. They always throw that conspiracy thing. So what I'll do is I'll also leave a link down in the description there with the CIA document that shows how they would take care of criticism for the Warren Commission by claiming that the people were conspiracy theorists and actually claiming that they were communists and stuff like that. So go ahead and check it out, and let me know what you think in the comments on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for watching.